Coming up next is yet another PC franchise that I am amazed is 15 years old. It is an upcoming game called Hitman. Let's bring up Hakana Brock, the director at IO Interactive. A noble bow, Hakan. Now, right away, I have to ask, how long have you been working on the Hitman franchise?
Me?
Yeah.
It's almost 10 years now.
10 years?
10 years of hits and assassination.
Yeah, like when you're in this place, are you just imagining exit routes and who are you going to eavesdrop on?
This is a perfect location for a really nice hit. All that 24/7. Think about the perfect hit.
So, I mean, I want to go ahead and take a look at some of the footage from your upcoming game. I mean, when I got the chance to first look at this, it very much so looked like Hitman stepping into the digital age. Because, I mean, when Hitman first came out, so many of the technologies we use day to day aren't even present.
So we tried something new and bold with Hitman. It's just Hitman. It's called just Hitman. It's 15 years, as you said, 15 years of doing this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, what we're getting the chance to see here is these massive scale events that I'm...
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Well, I mean, right now we're seeing some of this footage that's on, it seems just like an absolutely massive scale. You talked to me a little bit before about that the gameplay is taking the sort of sandbox nature of these missions and trying to grow it. Well, that sounded like a working mic. Optical illusion. I mean, trying to take this and...
Can I just borrow your mic?
Yeah, here, you know what? No, come here. Lean close. No, this is how this works. Please. Embrace me warmly.
I'll never let you go.
Whisper the hits sweetly into my ear.
So, all right, so what you're seeing there in the footage is it's Paris. It's a location called Paris, and you're in there to take out a target called Novikov. And I mean, the locations we have here are the biggest we've ever made. Compared to the older games, they are 6-7 times bigger. A lot more NPCs in there. A lot more complex, deep, high-definition sandboxes.
And I mean, you did talk to me before about the idea of live events being a core piece. I mean, can you expand upon that? I mean, like right now, for instance, we're at this fashion show.
Right. So Hitman is a new bold move for us. Before we've been working years on a game and put it in a box and just put it out there, right? Just hoping everything went well, right? Some things gamers would love, and some other things, well, we could have tweaked that, right?
Right.
So what we're doing right now, we are launching the experience at 8th of December, digital launch, where we'll have the opportunity to grow, deepen, and expand the universe. We call it the world of assassination, right? So, work that with the gamers and community to get input to tweak the features, but also make sure that the content that will evolve and come later will be the best possible Hitman experience for them.
And I want to come back to something you said earlier, where you said that the size of these kinds of simulations that you could run is so much larger. What does that sort of specifically entail?
Right. So compared to the levels we've been doing before. For example, let me put it this way. So Hitman is the best that we have from the graphical fidelity from Absolution and the big sandboxes from Blood Money. That's just taken up to another level. So we're talking about 6-7 times bigger locations, no checkpoints. It's really the ultimate assassination experience, right?
And I mean, with so many extra NPCs and characters,
right?
I mean, one of the things that I always note about the Hitman games is how many players figured out weird, new, unusual ways to solve each mission. I mean, is this happening on a larger scale, or is it difficult to control that many independent elements?
I mean, we create a game where we know there's almost open-ended ways of killing the targets, but we also, as devs, are surprised when we, on the prior games have seen YouTube being posted up with gamers bragging about, oh, I found a new creative way of taking out the target, right?
Yeah.
With Absolution, we introduced contracts. So once you're done with the targets in the campaign, in the story, you can play contracts, play to create,
Yeah.
right? You can use the sandbox, use the richness in it, and mechanics, and the NPCs, and mark your own targets, share that with your friends, compete with your friends in the community. Now, just going from the prior games to Hitman, just imagine, we're going from 55 NPCs to over 300, put the crowd on top of that, and the sheer size of checkpoint-less locations we deliver here is just amazing how deep and complex contracts that you can create.
Well, I have two things to say. For one, the graphics look absolutely beautiful. December 8th, you said, was the release?
Exactly.
December 8th, looking forward to the date. And of course, you smell amazing. Thank you, Hakan,
Likewise.
for coming out.